Oh, hey, Bayside Kids. My name is Mr. Brandon. I am super excited to have an opportunity to talk to you today about something that's very important to me. Would you like to know what we're going to talk about? Worship! Listen, you may or may not know this, but it's kind of like my job to lead worship. I know, pretty cool, right? The thing is, I lead only one type of worship, a musically based worship. But there's lots of ways we can worship God. But wait a second, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's say our bottom line, always worship God. On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Always worship God. Great job. Now one more time, nice and loud. Are you ready? Always worship God. 1, 2, 3. Always worship God. Let's talk about the 3 W's of worship now. Ready? The 3 W's of worship. Number 1, what is worship? Worship is honoring God with great love and extravagant love. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking it sounds really, really big, right? It is a big love. Extravagant love is like asking for one piece of candy, but instead getting a whole bucket of candy. And I like my love extravagant, like I like my candy extravagant, right? Let's say that bottom line, always worship God. Are you ready? On the count of 3, 1, 2, 3. Always worship God. All right, that was the what. Now, the second W of worship. Are you ready? Why we worship God, yeah. Number 2 is why. And really, it's quite simple. When you think about it, we worship God because He is God. We love Him because He first loved us. And wouldn't it really be easy for us just to worship God for all the ways He's blessed us? But that's not the main reason we worship God. We worship God because He deserves it. He is the one true God. He is the creator of the universe. This sounds like a good time for the bottom line. Always worship God. Say it nice and loud on the count of 3. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Always worship God. Okay, so we've covered the what and the why. Now let's talk about the third W. Ways we worship God. If you didn't catch it, that's ways we worship God. Number 3, right? Worship is giving all we are and all we do to God. Let's all read the scripture together. So, brothers, since God has shown us great mercy, I beg you to offer your lives as a living sacrifice to Him. Your offering must only be for God and pleasing to Him. This is the spiritual way for you to worship. Romans 12:1. Worship can be almost anything when you're worshiping with your whole life. Worship can be waking up early and spending time with God, reading His Word, and praying to Him. Worship can be showing the love of God to a kid at school who's alone a lot and maybe gets picked last for recess. Worship can be dancing at ballet practice, but when you do it, you're dedicating it all to God in your heart. Let's say that bottom line, always worship God. On the count of 3, are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Always worship God. Worship can be serving your community. When you love others, you're showing God how much you love Him. Remember, we love Him because He first loved us. Worship can even be when you forgive someone who has wronged you. And of course, worship can be setting aside a part of your day to sing praises to Him for all He is and all He has done for us.